I'm coming on here today, hey guys, to do a video on these two ladies. She ended up punching her. They were talking about Planned Parenthood, and this was the ending result. Everyone felt very sorry for her. I, on the other hand, I do not think that she had the right. Let's just say that. She should not have hit that lady. But what I will say is that maybe this is someone who often just goes off and hits people. But what I'm saying is that what no one's seen with this lady before this happened is that I just saw from one interview, which is this one, I've never seen her before, is that she likes to slightly, very slyly be condescending, and she's probably lived her life that way, uh getting smart with people in a little secret type of way. If you're not paying attention, no one will know, and then you'll be the bad guy all on your own. What my opinion is very different. And shout out to Troy's TV, because I found someone who kind of agrees with me. And then he has more videos of this lady. And it was just like I said, she likes to get smart and antagonize people. And sometimes two wrongs can meet each other for the lesson to be learned. Her lesson will be to keep your hands to yourself, because maybe that's her issue. Maybe it's not. This lady may have just sparked her today. Her lesson will be to stop going through life thinking you can be very snarky and sneaky, getting smart with people, and nothing's ever gonna happen. Because for me, that is a pet peeve of mine. I have a friend as well as a relative. They love to get smart with people. Neither one of them ever want to fight. I've never seen either of them fight. They can't fight. Okay. I've seen the one attempt to fight, and it was like, don't ever attempt to fight anyone again. Fighting is not your thing. But those are the people who love to talk smart to other people. Now, somehow, because this lady bloodied her up, everyone is just calling her the bad guy by herself. But from the time I saw the video, which was on Anton Daniels' channel, and he was so, oh, she's a demon. She's had plenty of abortions, and who's to say she hasn't? But I will say that I didn't just view her as a demon by herself. I viewed this lady as she finally met the right person for her condescension and the ambiguous way. It's very sly how she digs and gets smart with people. And that's why this happened, in my opinion.
Yeah, we're doing some interviews today.
I love your skin tone too.
So everything starts out great.
Of course.
Well, awesome. So we're
Good
asking
vibe,
people's
she
opinion
just
today
said.
on Planned Parenthood. Are you familiar with them?
Yes.
Okay. And do you know what they provide?
Yes. Abortions.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Safe abortions. The state feels like.
Now that would tell you right there. Look at her face. It's already saying, yeah, you're full of shit. Now, people are watching this, and like I said, they're only saying that the girl who punched her is wrong. Look at her face. That's what I call microaggressions. She did this the whole time, and then she became verbal with her little slight digs, and the girl just popped her, unfortunately.
And do you know what they provide?
Yes. Abortions.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Safe abortions. The state feels like this is what's beneficial. Oh, we need to be
The breath
producing
that
more
she
children.
took,
Oh, there's
like, girl, shut up. Oh my God, here we go. So while she's explaining why it should be allowed, because money reasons, her face is, girl, whatever. And this lady is not looking at her right now, but I'm sure she saw this several times during the interview because I did.
Reproduction. We don't have money. There's no finances for reproduction. Like, this is why you go and you get an abortion, because I don't have.
Just like how you said we shouldn't be forced to raise other people's kids, we shouldn't be forced to pay for other people's abortions, because half the country, they don't believe in abortions, whether that's for scientific reasons, for religious reasons, and we should respect that, right? If you want to go get a procedure, then you should be able to pay for it. Do you agree?
Not necessarily.
Or somebody else should pay for it.
And it's this, how she does her mouth. That's when you're getting smart. Do you agree? Like, do you agree? Go ahead and answer the stupid. Let me hear your stupid answer. Yeah. Like I thought. Her goal is to make people look a certain type of way, not to necessarily get their opinion and agree to disagree. And that is her problem. And see, she's catching on the first time. You trying to be a smart ass. Not because she asked the question. It was her facial expressions. Let's go back.
Because half the country, they don't believe in abortions, whether that's for scientific reasons, for religious reasons, and we should respect that, right? If you want to go get a procedure, then you should be able to pay for it. Do you agree?
Not necessarily.
Somebody else should pay for it.
Now you put me up in the air.
So you're getting smart. Okay. I don't know. I just don't like her attitude. I don't.
Saying that we're paying for a procedure is like, you want to get a BBL and my taxpayer dollars are paying for your silicone. That's different.
How is it
supposed
different?
to be me being a 14-year-old girl in the Bronx who's gone through any kind of molestation, rape, anything. You really don't know what people go through. And I need to abort this baby, and I don't have the right to, or I don't have the funds to, or I don't have the means to at all. Nowhere to go. There's no Planned Parenthood. There's no Medicaid. There's no anything that's beneficial to a younger youth, especially someone who's afraid to go to their parents. You can't go through your insurance. It's a lot. So to me, there's a difference in that, because taxpayer dollars pay for police, who are still corrupt. Pay for doctors, who should be paid more because they literally save lives every day. Should go to nurses, who put their lives on the line in emergency rooms, on the streets, who are literally legally obligated to do so. Literally, like countless stories.
What happens in an abortion?
They literally suck the life out of you. They're gonna take the whole baby out, and as they should, because I shouldn't be a taxpayer paying child support and food stamps and WIC.
So you should be a taxpayer paying for abortions?
Exactly, but as for a woman who didn't want the baby in the first place, that doesn't make sense to me. Don't
Now,
ever sit here and
for me, this would be a time to start wrapping it up if I didn't want a confrontation, because you've gotten the lady riled up. You see how passionate she is about it, and you're on two opposite sides of the spectrum. So the safe thing to do, and she's supposed to be so smart and intelligent, that's why she's doing these interviews on the street, to make others look stupid. Well, common sense would have told you that this was the time to stop the interview right here.
knock yourself down with a man who already told you he doesn't want to be with you.
I agree with you.
I'm not disagreeing with you either. I understand.
You don't get to kill the baby just because their dad didn't want them.
can.
Should we kill the kids in foster care?
Why not?
So
Why not? If that's the case.
if she said that, then why not stop the interview? But instead, she's like, told you. Look at her. She's a piece of shit. We got her now. That is this lady's goal, is to show other people how despicable others are. Not her. She wants to show you how despicable others in the public are. Okay? And so when she said, why not just wrap up the interview right there?
We should kill the kids in foster care that aren't wanted.
She
Who's
wanted
gonna
to
take
say
care
it
of them?
again.
I need to know the percentage of people who take children from foster
Deep
care
breath.
and abuse them.
Semi eye roll, but she can control it, so it's not going to be a full-fledged just eye roll. It's that little stuff. And again, I'm not saying that this lady is correct in her views or in her putting her hands on her. I'm saying she's been doing this all of her life. Not interviewing, getting snarky and nasty. Nice, nasty. That's what it's called. And because she's nice, most idiots don't pick up on the nasty. And then you have her who is not going to play a nice, nasty game with you. She's just going to be outright blunt and nasty, which I can respect more than someone who plays these little snarky mind games. But let's go.
Take care of them. I need to know the percentage of people who take children from foster care and abuse them and molest them, who make them like personal slaves.
You should just kill them.
Statistics before you come to me talking about pro-life.
We should kill the victims of molestation.
I think, what does this have to do with molestation?
You just mentioned people molest.
Okay. Now, that's where the problem, now she's pissed off because this lady is pissed off. Because with her talking so much, I don't think she realized that she was saying, whenever she's saying, what should we do with the kids in foster care? Should we just off them? And she's like, why not? I believe she's talking about as in abortions, which is what we're talking about. Like, why not let those people have an abortion? And so she knows, or should know, because she's very intelligent, everyone's, on her side, that shouldn't have gotten lost in translation. But again, her point is to make someone look bad.
Children, we should kill the kids in foster care is what you said.
So she said it 3 times now. She wants to make sure her audience knows that this lady said off the children that are in foster homes. What she's saying is let the people get an AB and the children won't be in foster homes. And then she said to give up the kids for adoption. Why not she brought up that. And she's saying most people that adopt those kids aren't even doing right by them anyway. And then she said, so you should just off them. And she said, why not? Then she pulls a reverse psychology. Like, so you should just off the children that are in foster care. And that's when she's like, huh? Let's go.
What I'm saying is, in general, overall, if I don't want to have a baby, I should have the choice to.
Just don't have sex then. Just don't have sex.
That's not even logical.
It is.
Who are you, Nancy?
I sound dumb.
You sound dumb. Okay. It does, because even as teens, people explore. And
so
it's like,
again, she said you sound dumb as F when she said just don't have sex. Okay? And then her tone, it's the tonality. I sound dumb as F. So, which proves my point. You were trying to make her sound dumb from the very beginning. You acted like you were her friend, and your goal was to make her sound stupid. And then this is what you're going to get.
They would be okay with killing babies in foster care.
Listen to her tone. I'm not the one.
It's very obstructive.
That means you're the dummy, not me. Instead of just saying that.
I'm not the one who admitted they would be okay with killing babies in foster care and killing children that have been abused.
That's not the point.
Which, that's technically not what she said. And then, so you just word twisted it. And so now.
That's right.
Bam. Like, matter of fact, since you want to play this game, let's rewind.
That's right.
Blood eater. And then she walked. Now she's gone. Oh my God.
Over 20 minutes.
She just punched me in the face and we were just doing an interview and everything was just fine for over 20 minutes. You argue with a lady you don't know for 20 minutes. You deserved it. And this is what you do. And so then we'll see other interviews with her. Stop getting secretly smart with people, because you're going to meet somebody that's just outright nasty. Not nice and secretly dissing you. They're going to just pop you one. And that's why she met that lady. Sorry.